This tank right here is your diesel exhaust fluid tank. That's a 30-gallon tank, okay? And pretty simple, you take it off and you put your nozzle in there and fill it up. And if you put the diesel fuel, gas pump in there, okay, instead of diesel exhaust fluid, you're gonna do a lot of damage to the truck. So whoever's driving the truck wants to make sure that they're grabbing the right pump to put in there, okay? Diesel exhaust fluid pump. The fuel gauge in the center, obviously. The green box is the diesel exhaust fluid or DEF fluid gauge. As that gets used, your green squares will go away. Without that in there, the truck will not run. In typical everyday use, you'll go through 3 tankfuls of regular fuel, okay, to 1 tank full of diesel exhaust fluid. If you run out of that, even though you have a full tank of fuel, you're out of business. You're gonna be left on the side of the road, okay? Regen light is if you ever have to do a manual regen. We can push the button all you want and hold it for 5 seconds and it won't take. In other words, it won't regen itself because it's not up to operating temperature. But also, that button is not live or usable unless the truck is in need of a parked regen, is what they call it. So this light will come on the dummy switch right here that tells you the DPF regen is needed. Okay, so if you have this light flashing, okay, then you either need to drive and get the truck up to temperature and it'll do an automatic regen while you're driving, or do a parked regen. Basically the regen, you have the particulate filter on the truck that traps the exhaust in there. It senses when that filter is filled. It will inject diesel fuel into there, ignite it, burn that stuff, and throw it out of the exhaust. And that happens about every 350 miles to 400 miles in your daily driving when you're going down the road. You may find yourself idling at a dock waiting to get loaded and your regen light comes on, okay? So you either can get in the truck and go drive and wait for it to do it itself, or you can do a parked regen. So to do a parked regen, you want to make sure your truck is in neutral, your cruise control is off, your parking brake is applied, and then the truck has to be up to operating temperature. Operating temperature for this truck is about 180 to 210 degrees, okay? And then you hold the regen button for about 5 seconds. And if a regen is needed, the RPMs of the truck will kick up to about 10,000 RPMs. If it's not, nothing's gonna happen, just like now.